Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to SMG Viewers Comments, episode 106. If you could, before we get started, do me a favor, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, and please share the video with your friends. Let's get right to it.
I like the guitar without the mods. It sounded like corn.
Well, fuck, I guess it's a good thing we modded it then. Holy shit.
Dude, you are Canadian. You have to understand that those south of your border have no sense of sarcasm. It's only your fellow Commonwealth countries that get that stuff. Glad to be Australian.
Well, hey man, thanks for the comment from the former prison colony. Boy, I'd hate to see what's in your family tree. Anyway, no, seriously, I think you've got a great point about people south of the Canadian border really not having any sense of irony or sarcasm. It's definitely kind of a British thing, and that's kind of a shame that they don't get it. They really miss out on a lot of great stuff. You know, some of my favorite comedy teams, you know, Monty Python, Benny Hill, and of course, Bad News. Those guys are fucking brilliant. So yes, go British comedy.
I downloaded the Motorhead multitracks yesterday, and for the first time I experienced when mixers say a well-recorded song virtually mixes itself. It was real fun to mix and sounded great right off the bat. I have to say there's a shit ton of videos on mixing on YouTube, but not a great deal on tracking. It is truly where the magic happens. I will be spending a ton more time from now on trying to get it right at the source.
And this is what I've been screaming, you know, when you go look at top tier recordings, the source tracks are just stellar. You don't have to fuck with them to get them to sound good. They already do sound good. And that's why I'm always screaming at drummers. Let's get the drums kit sounding great to begin with, because you don't have to fuck with it nearly as much. Same with guitar tone, that thing. Dial in your amp correctly before you record. Yes, reamping is a great safety net, but you can drive yourself insane tweaking that amp until you fucking get it right. A lot of it has to do where you put it in the room and how much acoustic treatment you have as well in your said recording room. But absolutely get the source right the first time. It's going to make your whole life a whole lot easier.
Amadeus is strong, among the best audio-video production examples from the entries. My only criticism would be that it wasn't a truly bad song to begin with. Great job, though.
And man, you couldn't be more wrong. I really enjoyed their entry, and trust me, Rock Me Amadeus was a fucking terrible song. I grew up in the 80s, man. That song sucked harder than Janet Jameson did. Seriously, man, kill that fucking song dead. It's right up there with Ice Ice Baby.
714. Actually, the line 6 works all right for bass. It's not killer, but as a wise man once said, it will get the job done.
And if the job is to make the record sound like absolute garbage, yes, it will indeed get that job done. Great advice.
What do you think of the Tremol-no? I have a couple of concerns that hold me back from getting one, such as, does it cause problems when your spring claw is not super parallel since we change the screw positions every time we adjust the trem, and it's not equal every time? Does it limit the movement of the floating bridge while in floating mode? Does the system tremble significantly since it contains a bunch of loose screws, etc., in the back of the guitar?
I actually have a Tremol-no installed on my Jackson Flying V, and I've had it in there for a number of years. It does slow the whammy action down a little bit, but it's something you just get used to. But I love the idea of being able to lock down the bridge for tracking rhythm guitars and keeping everything rock solid as far as tuning is concerned. So yeah, the Tremol-no is a big win in that way. And you've also got just the dive bomb method as well. You can set up. That's really cool. I like that feature as well, so you're not going back up. As for creating any flutter or any issues with the screws, no, not that I've heard. Really hasn't affected the tone at all. Honestly, I think a little bit of extra mass behind the strings there actually increases the tone ever so slightly. So yeah, it's a bit of a win in that respect. But ultimately, you know, it's going to be your own decision and what you can live with in terms of, you know, interfering with that whammy bar action. So yeah, there is a bit of a price to be paid. It's just not that big in my opinion. Good luck to you.
Wow, playing some tough-ass metal, then cry like a whittle cut, then look at his buddy like he's bad.
Okay, people, you know, when you write a comment, try making sense. It just kind of makes the whole show move a whole lot faster. I have no idea what the fuck that guy was getting at. I think he was trying to sound snarky and intelligent and just failed fucking miserably. So please don't be that guy. Next question.
Firewire is outdated, though.
Well, then good thing it's not a Firewire interface. Duh! It runs on USB and it runs on Thunderbolt. Firewire was not mentioned in that video at all. They kept the name Fireface because that's the brand, but it doesn't run on Firewire. Okay, let me explain it one more time, just so we're extra special clear on that, so even you can understand. There is no Firewire on the new Fireface boards. They are Thunderbolt and USB. They run fantastic. Like I said, I was running, 32 samples latency with a full mix on USB, and it absolutely rips. What a magnificent piece of gear. Can't wait to finish off that review. It's absolutely stellar. If you have the means, I highly recommend getting one. The RME Fireface UFX Plus is just fucking stellar.
I feel like it gives some more credit to the amazing tracks that obviously received a ton of effort and work which you simply don't like.
Well, you know, if you want to do that, go have your own contest. Go give away your own amp. It's my amp. I'm going to give away the amp to who I think deserves it. That's how this contest works. The fact that people put effort in, hey, that's great. A lot of people put a lot of effort in, but I don't give out prizes for effort. I give out prizes for excellence. That's what this project is all about. Let's see somebody do something great. They're going to win something. Like I said, I don't give out participation trophies. I'm sorry your teachers did that to you when you were a kid. That's just not how life works. Sorry.
I'd much rather branch out and expand my artistic horizon than to keep doing the same thing over and over again just to please a crowd of insufferable cunts. Sellout is a whole insult used by small people who can't accept change. Artists should be loyal to themselves, not their fans. That is true artistic integrity.
Yeah, that sounds like exactly the line of bullshit Metallica handed themselves just before they walked in the studio and recorded Lulu, and we all know how great that turned out.
Hey Glenn, I got a problem and maybe you can help me. When listening with headphones in any device, I hear clear and loud my rhythmic guitars. Yet without headphones, they are so low that makes the lead sound high. I don't think it is an EQ problem or mastering because they sound fine with phones with every device I tried. I'm still searching for the answer without results. That's why I ask you. Maybe sometime the comment have the same problem or can answer me. I'm double trapping guitars and pan 100% left and right.
Well, that's the problem. You're listening on headphones. Headphones lie. You don't get accurate mixes with headphones. So, and it sounds to me like maybe you've got an acoustic issue in your listening environment, like say no bass traps, no treatment on the walls or anything like that. So you might not be getting the full story from your monitors if you even have monitors. Go listen to a car stereo. That's usually going to be the biggest dose of truth your mixes are ever going to get.
Hi Glenn, what would you recommend for a guitar attenuator to use with one of those Joyo Bantamps in a bedroom setting?
This is coming out. It might even be out by the time this video airs. I don't know yet. It's called the Torpedo Captor. It's basically the Torpedo Studio, but without the digital back end. So it's a load box for your amp, so you can plug that into your computer and record silently. The two-note stuff is absolutely incredible. I've been a big fan of theirs for a number of years now. Guillaume is an awesome dude. He builds amazing fucking products, and the Captor is going to be fucking unbeatable. If it's not out yet, wait, get one. It's going to be awesome.
Hello, Glenn. I'm currently in the process of recording a demo for my Swedish death metal band, and I'm wondering what's the minimum amount of mics that could be used to mic up a drum kit and make it sound not shit.
3. 3 is the magic number. Check out my video for the Glenn Johns technique. You can get away with a kick mic and 2 medium diaphragm overheads, like a couple of, say, Mini K47 from Roswell Pro Audio. I've got great results with that. You're going to get a much more of a kind of John Bonhamy kind of sound, and you're not going to have hyper great precision over, how loud the toms are, the snare, whatnot. That's all going to be up to your drummer. So you will need a great drummer to record with minimal mics, but it can be done. I don't know how well that's going to work for Swedish death metal. Hey, you guys might start something new. You might get kind of a cool sound. Let me know how it works out. That sounds like it might be kind of cool, actually. Good luck.
Hey Glenn, do you have any tips or advice on learning how to sing in a power metal style similar to the classic greats like Dickinson, Dio, and Halford? In my experience, finding an appropriate voice coach has been next to impossible. And my best bet is sticking to what feels right while singing along to my favorite songs and hoping it sounds fine if it doesn't make me cringe to listen to myself. Thanks.
That's a great fucking question. I'm so glad you asked it. We need more fucking singers in that vein, in my opinion. No, when I was coming up in the 80s, I mean, like, those were the great singers, the Halford and Dickinson and Dio and all those guys, Ian Gillan, the guys with these huge voices. And we don't really get that much anymore either, which is kind of a drag because I thought that was what made metal for me was the vocals. And guys who could really fucking sing. Now, I don't know what's going on these days because I really haven't looked at this guy's stuff in about 20 years, but I remember the vocalist from Nitro, a guy named Jim Gillette, used to have these vocal lessons, and a buddy of mine had he actually bought cassettes and a videotape, and he had all kinds of great exercises for how to control how you position your jaw and actually get it to work almost like an amplifier. And it was really fucking cool. I'd say combine that with the zen of screaming, just don't scream, but work with those breathing techniques that she teaches. Will get you a lot of power, but definitely I would say check out, see if Jim Gillette's got anything new and interesting in terms of lessons, because I did find his stuff was pretty helpful back in the day. Just for the record, I mean, like, Nitro was cheesy as hell, but Jim Gillette was a hell of a vocalist. As I recall, he did a thing on Mythbusters where he actually shattered a wine glass with just the power of his voice, unamplified, and it took him a while, but that was a really cool episode, and that was a really amazing achievement on his part. So yeah, definitely worth checking that guy out. All right, that's it for this episode of SMG Viewers Comments. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. I'll see you guys next time.